Let's now move on to the markets. We see the NSE All Share Index down about 0.25% yesterday. Today, it's currently up about 0.07% as at last time we checked. We now cross to the Nigerian Stock Exchange to hear from Olakanmi Osobu, Executive Director at Readiness Investment, to talk us through the numbers. Thank you so much, Komi, for joining. Thank you so much, Komi, for joining us. Maybe we should start first of all by getting your thoughts on the activity we're seeing right now. Of course, the market has been trading within a range over the last few sessions, up today, down tomorrow. It's currently slightly higher. Talk us through what is driving it up.
Thanks for having me this morning, Wole. Like you said, the index is slightly up, about maybe 7 basis points, and the major driver on for the increase in the NSE, the index, is basically the consumer goods, the likes of Unilever, Cadbury, Guinness, Nigeria. Those are the ones driving the market, and those stocks have been, if you look at those consumer goods, they've done pretty well and they continue to do well. It's difficult to predict what will happen to them in future because the valuation for those stocks have been stressed at this moment.
You agree with that sentiment, that they're actually stretched right now? Because a lot of people have been talking about that, the likes of Guinness, Nigerian breweries, Nestle, of course. A lot of people saying that the valuations are quite stretched, but we continue to see some demand lifting and at least keeping those share prices at the levels that they are. Your thoughts about the potential of those stock prices coming down at all?
Well, it's a possibility, because one thing I noticed is that those stocks are being purchased mainly by these foreign investors. Foreign investors are owning a lot of those stocks, and I believe it's because of their affiliation to foreign ownership. That is, the core investors in those companies are foreigners, and I think that is the main reason why those foreign investors are also pulling so much into those stocks. I believe in as much as they hold their stakes, nothing will happen. But if they decide to sell, some of them, those foreign investors decide to exit their position, it will really cause a lot of problem on those consumer goods that has really run up in recent times.
Okay,
as it is, we'll just have to wait. But on valuation basis, they are stressed.
Absolutely, they are certainly stretched. Okay, let's talk a bit about some company news. Of course, Transco has released numbers, earnings per share down 43%. It's not something that's exciting the market. I hear that the share price is slightly lower. Talk us through the market's reaction to that and your thoughts on the numbers.
And like you said before, I think the EPS as published is 4.38 kobo, which is significantly lower than what we have last year. And like you said, there is no major, the revenue slightly down. Apart from that, there is no major shock in the result, because what put the result at, higher last year is tax credit, which you said, and this year they are paying tax. So apart from that, the result is basically not good and not, just neither there nor there.
Okay. But of course, the key takeaway is that there's no dividend announcement. And I think perhaps that's why
that is the major reason why the stock is being eaten down this morning. The last time I checked before coming on here is down about 10 kobo, which is about 8-9% of the value. Another reason you will notice that why Transcorp will go down is because it's doing a right issue at 1 naira thereabouts. So why will I hold it now if I can buy at 1 naira in the right? So it's a major reason. I think the reason why it has stayed at 130, 120 something is because people are anticipating a dividend payment from the result, which didn't come today. So you might see a further pressure on the stock.
All right, let's talk about UBA. Of course, UBA has rallied pretty well this year. Yeah, and now we're beginning to see some pressure, some profit taking happening after the rally. And I hear it's linked to the fact that the shares will be adjusted for the dividend tomorrow.
Yes, like you said, UBA has done pretty well this year. Since last year, UBA has been one of the good performing stock. It's still good. The result that he declared, both full year result for 2012 and the first quarter of 2013, the results are very good. So the numbers, on number basis, UBA will still go up. And I think the only pressure you see today, yesterday and today, is basically because of the adjustment for dividend. From my own experience, some people don't like waiting to earn the dividend. When the stock is marked down tomorrow, adjusted for dividend tomorrow, the dividend will not come the same day or 1 week. It can be another 1 month. Some people don't like that one, so they exit their position today. because today is the last trading day. I mean, tomorrow it go SD. So some people will exit their position today and try to move in sometimes maybe at the end of the week or next week. Apart from that, there is nothing wrong with UBA. I think it's still a value stock that has potential to go up further.
Right, I'm just looking at that graph over the last 1 month. We've seen it fall to below 7 naira now. It's well above 8 naira. Like you mentioned, we'll probably see the sentiment change for the stock after the dividends, the share prices are adjusted for that dividend. But how far can UBA go in your view? Because this is one bank that is clearly trailing its peers.
In my view, I think UBA should, in the long run, try to catch up with Access. That's benchmark for me. The result is better than Access result for 2012. And first quarter of 2013, the result is better than, on EPS basis, better than Access. I think that will be the benchmark for me.
So what are we saying? Over 9 naira?
It should go over 9 naira. I mean, before the end of the year, you should see him trading at between 10 and 11, trying to catch up with Access Bank.
So clearly, still some value there in that stock. Okay, let's finally talk a bit about the downstream petroleum marketing space. I understand that Owando will probably release results this week. Talk to us about the interest that you are seeing for stocks in that space right now.
Like you know, most of them, no result has come out from those space for some time now, and people have just been trading blindly. There have been a lot of rumors on O&O. You pay this pay dividend, how much the dividend will be, and whether there will be some provision again like we had last year. And the issue of the issue of trust with the management has not been resolved completely. Until they come out and give us a result that satisfies the market, there will be a lot of failure. You see it going up as far as 18, sometimes then it comes down again. It's currently trading at around 15 naira 50 kobo. If the result is good and they pay good dividend, you see it going as high as 20 naira. Apart from that, the other result that has come out, apart from Total, all the other result has been disappointing. MRS was disappointing, and corn oil has not come with results. So basically, they've not really satisfied the market in recent time. The downstream oil sector.